Hey babies, welcome back to the channel. If this is your first time ever on here, my name is Eva, aka Goddess of Self-Love, aka Nigerian Doll. If this is your first time coming on here, I'm glad you found me. Please do not leave without subscribing, okay? So today I wanted to talk about something very sensitive.
Baby, bold and beautiful. And anything you want, say I'ma give you thanks to. Beauty with the brain.
Something very important as well. When I went on Google, I realized that there's not enough searches when you want to do research on how to prevent yeast infections. And that is the reason why I decided to put this video up. Um, as you all know, I'm your good sis, okay? And I will always put you on. And disclaimer, I am not a gynecologist. I am not a uterus expert or whatever. I'm just saying things based off my own experiences, and I really hope this helps the next woman out there. So a yeast infection is solely caused by the fungus Candida albicans. I don't know if I'm pronouncing it correctly, but from what I gathered, you have a significant amount of bacteria in your vagina. You have yeast as well in your vagina present. So there is, I don't know if it's a bacteria, or there's a bacteria in your vagina that the job is to solely balance off the yeast in your vagina. And when that bacteria dies, it causes an overgrowth, which results in you having those symptoms like itching, sensitivities, and you know, I'm not one of those women who are shy about talking about their sexual health, and that is why I have taken it upon myself to make this video. So the first thing you want to do, for people who have not seen the title of this video, I'm going to title it How to Prevent or Manage Yeast Infections. Okay, manage, because this is not a one-time thing you can just do. This is habits you can adapt. These are measures you must take to ensure, because more and more women are dealing with yeast infections, hormonal imbalancing, pH imbalancing. Like, for someone like me, my whole entire body, you guys have seen from my vlogs how I get like irritations. My body is just sensitive generally. So I'm always taking extra measures when it comes to hygiene, personal hygiene, intimate hygiene. So yeah, the first thing you want to do is so coming back to the title of this video, which is how to avoid, prevent, manage yeast infections. The first thing you want to do is have a gynecologist. I cannot overstress this enough. As a woman, I don't know what you'll be doing without having an official gynecologist. You want to make sure you do your monthly checks. So the second thing you want to do is, if you've been from what I learned, most women have these yeast infections frequently. It's normal to most women. For me, this is not normal at all. In July I had it the first time, and then this month again I had it, and this got me so worried, so I had to go back to retrace what I thought might be triggering it. Okay, so the second thing you want to look into is, if you're a woman who takes her shower once a day, twice a day, you might want to up it to 3 to 4 times a day. Okay, while this might not be practical to you, this is practical to me because it's important that your vagina stays fresh and hydrated, and just it's just important your vagina stays fresh. Now the third point would be to look into the type of sanitary materials you use when you're in your period. The reason I'm saying this is because the longest time I did not realize that I am allergic to always sanitary towels. Now, for the whole of last year, the greater majority of times, I have realized that I was using tampons. But when I looked into the risks, and I'm not going to go into all that, I decided to try sanitary towels again. And only for me to realize that I'm really, really sensitive to always sanitary towels, whether the green, the blue. I'm very allergic. So I found that however, my body accepts. Oh my God, I cannot remember the name of that sanitary towel, but it is cotton based. While always is synthetic based. You can feel it from the material when you have it on. This sanitary towel, I don't remember the name, but I will put a picture of it on in the screen. Okay, this sanitary towel is good for me, doesn't cause any sensitivity or rash, so the fourth thing, I can't go over these points numbering it, but I'm just going to say it extempore. As you all know, I speak extempore and I don't use a teleprompter when making these videos, so I'm just gonna keep talking. The fourth thing you want to do is when you go to your gynecologist, make sure you do a proper swab, regardless of how many times you're sure that this is a yeast infection. You want to go back to your gyno again so that they can give you another result, because most of the time the number of you might have a heavy or light growth of these infections, and the treatment or the medications, the prescriptions you might want to get will definitely differ all the time. The first time I had it, I didn't have an overgrowth, okay? It was just a mild trace, of which I took like fluconazole and it was gone. But the second time I had like a heavy overgrowth, and I had like what is it called, E. coli as well. So it wasn't the same prescriptions I used. And you want to be careful. The other point would be you want to be careful with the way you take antibiotics. Many people self-medicate and take a lot of antibiotics, and at the end of the day, their body has built a resistance to these medications. Yeah. So the sixth point might be you want to take double check. I don't know, for the females who have like sex toys or people that have sexual partners, you want to make sure that while you're treating yourself, your partner gets treated, and you want to get rid of some sex toys, or really extra sanitize these sex toys you're using. Disclaimer, like I said, I'm not a gynecologist, but I'm telling you things that I've done that has helped me like get rid of this. And it's been so long I felt any symptoms, and even after talking to my doctor, these are the measures that I've gathered. Okay, so another point would be for you to make sure that you do not use tissues that are scented. Okay, while many people use intimate care, I don't use it. The one time I tried using it, in fact, trace it back to July. That was the first time I ever got, the second time since 2016 that I was trying to, get like skincare. Then I also shopped for intimate wash as well. I remember I shopped one called Ceradona. And after using that Ceradona, that is when I started noticing, that I've had this infection. So you want to get, I got rid of it, and I think that's the best thing I did. You just want to wash out your vagina with water, and make sure you're washing your vagina or cleaning up the right way. You want to make sure you bend down and wash off your vagina with one hand through the front, and you want to make sure you stand up. Emphasis on stand up. You want to make sure you stand up and wash your butt through the back with the other hand. This is very important. Same as when you're wiping, for people that wipe after, peeing, you want to make sure you wipe from front to back. What did I say, baby? From front to back, because these bacteria, the way these bacteria be moving, they move really fast. So you want to make sure you're extra cautious about wiping and washing. Okay. Another point would be, this is very important. This is the reason actually I remember that I needed to put this video out. So I ordered these. Let's open it up real quick. As you all know, I make sure I preserve my parcels so that you can unbox with me. I ordered this I think on Thursday, and it came yesterday. So last year was when I discovered this brand. They are called the Fresh Cookie Lab. Okay, I found them on my Explore page on Instagram, and I decided to order one of their products. And I really think I enjoyed when I used it the first time. But today, this time around, I have ordered 2 of their products. As you can see, I promise this video is not sponsored. I don't even know the owners of this brand. Okay, woman to woman, I just wanted to talk about this because I felt like there isn't enough materials, and there isn't, it's a lot of things you find on Google. Okay, so this is the cookie vitamins, and this is the sweet cookie probiotic and prebiotic gummies. Okay, so why am I telling you about this? So when you're treating the infections, bear in mind that some people's body are so sensitive, so even those antibiotics might be too much and still kill off both the bacteria you're trying to kill and still kill off the non-harmful bacteria. This is what you need to stabilize your pH balance. Take it from me, if you go over these steps, okay, if you take your time to really go over the steps and really go over everything I've said in this video, the tendency that you would ever encounter or have a yeast infection will be very, very slim. I'm not saying you never have it. I don't know, everybody's body is different, but the tendency that you have it come back is very slim, very, very slim. So the gummies are like gummy bears, so you don't have to worry if you're not someone who doesn't like taking medications. I, on the other hand, haven't tried these vitamins, okay? I ordered it because they said all you need to do is wash your hand and put one of these in your vagina for 14 days, and it clears off every yeast infection. This had 252 reviews when I ordered it from their website. And when I tried to reorder another set, okay, baby, it was sold out. Sold out. And this was the second item on their website that had a lot of reviews. So what am I saying? I feel like most women need to be more, I don't know, yeast infections are not things to be embarrassed about. As a woman, you must have experienced these infections once in your lifetime, and they're not STDs, okay? These things can just happen. Even when one time I was celibate for like 4 months, I still had it, okay? Around that July period. So yeah, and this is just woman to woman giving you tips on how to keep your vagina, how to maintain your pH level, and how to avoid getting these infections. Another tip you might want to consider is, looking into, I already talked about looking into the sexual materials you use during intercourse. Also making sure your man medicates with you after you've had your own medication. Another very vital tip would be for you to look into your underwear range. I cannot stress this enough, because you guys will see from my vlogs with how many times I shop underwear. Babies, I get gifted lingerie, but the reason why I never wear most underwear from my lingerie is because of the material. I don't ever get carried away. I make sure I wear cotton underwear. And apart from making sure that I wear cotton underwear, I also make sure that, I just shop my underwear like frequently, like every month, if I'm being honest. Every month. I shop my underwear every month. Like, I don't even play with this. In fact, for fun, I just do it for fun. Like, I'm going for grocery shopping. I make sure I go to, when I'm going to Ebano, I make sure I go upstairs and take my time. I select cotton underwear. Okay? If you, it doesn't matter if you use panty liners when you're using your insert. It doesn't matter. Get rid of it. Burn that underwear when you're done and get a fresh set. Try getting fresh sets of underwear every month, okay? Some people don't even wear underwear, understandable, but all this sort of, there isn't necessarily the perfect step for you to take. You just have to be on that journey of self-discovery, wanting to find out what your body wants or not. And yeah, another pro tip would be for Lagos residents, for the people that live in Lagos, for my Lagos viewers, you might want to look into your water. In fact, this should have been the first thing I mentioned in the beginning of this video. I cannot stress this enough. For me, an influencer online was talking about how she uses 60 bags of water every week, or I don't know the duration. And people were laughing, thinking this was a joke. Now, just for me, I order, like, for example, just I give my security like 2,000 naira, and that gets me like 20 bags. I use that like every other week, baby. Why? Because I make sure I don't use, if you live in Lekki precisely, you would know the situation of the water. The water is, it's not as bad, okay? We have, me in my apartment, we have clear water. It's clear, but it's hard water. So I don't even attempt or think about using this water for my face. My face was just recently, like a few months ago, but you see that water, it has never touched my vagina. Like, babies, I don't joke, I don't play around leaky water. Left for me, yeah, I will use it to take my shower all the time, but sometimes I get carried away and I use it. But you have to look into your water. As a woman having this sensitive pH imbalances, you want to take a good look at the type of water that comes close to your vagina, okay? Make sure that you're doing all of these things, and I promise you, your vagina is gonna thank you. It will definitely get better. Yeah, so I might have forgotten a couple of tips, I may not have, but this is all I have for you guys as of today. And I think I'm gonna open one of these and try it out. It says 30 gummies, and it says our palette, it says, it has a note on it, clean and fresh. Our balance can go off, leaving us smelling funky or feeling a little wonky down there. reformulated the sweet cookie probiotic with most effective probiotic strains to help maintain urinary tract health while balancing vaginal yeast and bacteria. So do you see what I just love this product? You guys, when you see this video, you people should run me my check because I'm out here doing a free promo for you guys. It is sealed, and I don't think I'm ever gonna let myself run out of this again. So I'm gonna go on the website and make sure I monitor when it's back on so I can shop more for it. It costs about, wait, let me look on the receipt. I even love the taste. I can't remember, but I think this, what I ordered, is about 22,000. It's not written on the receipt, but I'm gonna attach how much I got mine on the screen. Okay, so babies, I'm gonna go down. Okay, and don't forget, if you haven't subscribed to my videos, I'll keep asking you. You're like me, they paying you. You just want to keep running hectares secatas. You want to keep running helter skelter. Yeah, you don't want to stay one place. You don't want to subscribe to this channel. You're doing yourself because you're missing. So for the men that watch this video, just share this video to your girlfriend, to your babe, to your wife, whoever you want to share it with. Okay, these tips are tips that are very practical, that I have been abiding by, and my vagina has been thanking me. Okay, it is normal for some people. Like I said, it's not normal for me, which is why I was troubled and I wanted to get to the bottom of it, and I'm so happy that I have. So until next time, babies, I love you. Bye.